Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Illegal Pancakes podcast. And welcome back to the year 2005. I mean, look at these gas prices. Look at all these Safe Auto and Vonage commercials that are coming back. And look at this new Batman movie that has a shit ton of yellow in it. So much yellow and a lot of red too, but that's beside the point. So, we finally saw the Batman, and kind of wanted to do something different than our usual film reviews. Now we will kind of do like a mini review of the new movie, but we wanted to revisit our wish list that we made for the film back in October 2020.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
That was the review. That's
about 1/5 of the movie. We're probably gonna get a copyright strike for singing the Batman / Imperial March song.
That would not be the dumbest reason we've gotten like a video suppressed or whatnot.
Yeah. We have fun here.
Yeah. So let's just jump right into the review. I'll have you go ahead, Rob.
Okay, so The Batman. THE Batman. So this movie has been in like production hell, and congratulations, it's no longer there. And if you go back in time to like 2016, there was a bunch of stuff about this movie that was kind of leaked and stuff, and it was going to be about Ben Affleck, and he was going to be fighting Deathstroke, and it looked like it was going to be really cool, except for the fact that it wasn't getting made. And I guess at some point Warner Brothers just said, holy crap, we gotta do something with Batman. So we got this movie. So the thing was with this movie, it was coming out, but the whole time it had to justify its existence. Because every trailer I saw in the back of my head, I was thinking, yeah, but you could have had Deathstroke.
You know, I could have sworn at one point that movie, well, the Ben Affleck one, was going to involve Arkham Asylum somehow.
No, it was.
Okay.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so that was all just one concept, Arkham Asylum and Deathstroke?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. But, like you said, that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. So what did happen, though? Well, we got a pretty good Batman movie.
Yeah, I would say so, too. Like, maybe I would want to watch it again before I, like, really solidified my answer, but, like, I'm willing to watch it again, so I'd say it's, like, for me, it's like an 8 somewhere. Not quite a 9, but probably like a mid 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like an 8.5, 8.6, or 8.4, like somewhere in that range.
That's where I would rank it as well. It could go up, it could go down, but right now I'm just going to give it an 8. It's a good movie.
Yeah. It is also very long. I did not realize it was going to be almost 3 hours long, but I think, unlike a lot of films that tend to get knocked for being too long, this one, like, it didn't quite feel like it was almost 3 hours long. Except when I had to go to the bathroom. That was pretty bad. But yeah, like, it uses its runtime well. And yeah.
But what were some of our points that we wanted? Because we made our wish list video. What did we want to see in this Batman movie?
A lot of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, were you legitimately asking?
Yeah, actually I was. I thought you had a little list.
All right, well, I do have a list. So let's just go through them one by one. This is going to be in order in the way we discussed them in the movie, or in the 2020 video. And I kind of recommend watching that maybe beforehand, because we might go in a little bit more depth on why we thought that way in that video. Kind of wish I would have mentioned that earlier, but I don't know. Let's just go ahead. So the first one is Batman's 3 rules, and does this film meet that, Robbie?
I think so, yes. I know he does not kill people, and he does not use guns, and he actively goes out of his way to make sure that he doesn't kill people, and that's really cool. And he actively goes out of his way to make sure people aren't using guns, even though he does kind of cause a bunch of people to get shot at the end. Like, there's a lot of times where he'll punch a gun and then it shoots a bad guy.
Mild spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, mild spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like he kind of like definitely like he explicitly mentions no guns to Gordon at one point in the movie. He like doesn't really say, "Oh, no killing." I don't think to Catwoman, even though like it's more of a longer thing, but that could be summarized as like, "Oh, don't kill people."
Yeah.
But yeah, the one that he doesn't touch on is no drinking, but then again, that one kind of goes without saying because, well, like I said in the other video, it's like he's got to be on top of things all the time, and being on the sauce is not a good way to go about that. And like I don't know, there really aren't any opportunities for him to be like social in this film.
No.
So.
And I don't think he does do any drinking. I could be wrong.
No.
There's not a lot of Bruce Wayne in this movie, so I don't think he does drink any alcohol, which is cool.
Yeah. So, like, we'd say it's at least a 2 out of 3 on that one. Mm-hmm. Definitely effort towards that, so we'll give him that one.
Yep, we'll give that one Batman thumbs up .gif.
Yeah. I don't know what that's going to look like, but good luck finding that, Robbie.
There's a bunch.
Okay. All right. So the next one is don't make this film a crime drama for the sake of trying to emulate The Dark Knight. And, well, I don't know, we'll get into the subpoints later. But from the get-go, not a crime drama. And what I can say, like from, well, it's like what I can say right away is, yes, it does not try to be a crime drama. It is definitely more of like a mystery type thing.
Noir type film.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of the film Seven, but with Batman in it, but like definitely more focus on Batman than it is like on like the elements that like of like Seven, but you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think we'll give him that one. It's not a crime drama. Mm-hmm. It does something else entirely, which I think is cool. I think it could have leaned a little bit more into the like mystery elements of it, but I think this is a pretty good job. Yep,
I agree.
Yep,
that's another Batman thumbs up .gif.
Yep, and kind of the subpoints we had for this one was focus more on Batman because like we said in The Dark Knight, it doesn't seem like Batman's in the film as much.
Well,
and
guess what? Batman is basically only in this film.
Yeah. Yep, there's a lot more Batman, enough Batman for everybody. Maybe too much Batman. No,
there's not too much Batman.
So definitely good there. And then, like I was kind of saying when introducing this point, don't try to emulate The Dark Knight. And
I don't think it does.
I'll give it that. It does its own thing. Like I was saying, it feels a lot more like Seven than it does like a crime drama.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I think this feels more like The Dark Knight than it does like Batman '89 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The Dark Knight has a different feel to it, and that's not just because it's more grounded in reality. Like The Dark Knight is kind of a miserable movie to watch, and this movie, it's sort of miserable, but not the same. Like,
yeah,
everything in this movie is really dark and dirty, but I wouldn't say it's like miserable.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair to say. Yeah. So definitely kind of hits all those points. So yeah, good job on that one. Super, like maybe a double Batman thumbs up gif. Okay, now here's like kind of a big one. No Joker switcheroony. So, in the trailer it was clear that the Riddler was going to be the main villain. Riddler stays the main villain for the most part. Like some of the limelight is shared with the Penguin. And then I guess mild spoiler at the end of the film, like they kind of tease the Joker. Kind of like they did in Batman Begins.
But not as well.
No, it was kind of like awkward. Yeah. It definitely was more subtle in Batman Begins. I almost said The Batman Begins. Damn it. That's what this film was. It was The Batman Begins. Just slightly different.
Yep.
But actually very, 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 very different. Okay. So yeah. Another thumbs up. Now here's the first one that this film definitely kind of... Well, it might be too early to call this, but... not a grounded universe.
So to go more in depth, what that is, it means not a Batman movie that's trying really hard to fit into, you know, the world that we live in. That being said, like one that doesn't have as much fantastical elements in it. And yes and no. So this movie doesn't have anything too fantastic in it. Like, yeah, Batman has some pretty high-tech gizmos, but that's about it. Like, the Penguin, he's just like a regular mob boss dude. He doesn't have his monocle or his top hat or anything like that.
Well, no, I meant this more in the sense of, like, you know, characters with, like, supernatural powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, you said Man-Bat,
Mm-hmm.
or you mentioned Man-Bat at one point.
Yeah, put him in and do it.
Yeah, so the reason why this is sort of a yes and no is because this film is going to be part of a trilogy, or at least I think it's still going to be part of a trilogy, and maybe they will introduce that stuff in the sequel. Or...
They might try to, like, build up to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I would like, obviously, because it was on the wish list last time. I don't think this movie suffers because it doesn't have anything like that in it.
Yeah.
I mean, the supervillains it has in it are all supervillains that don't have any powers in the comics. So, like, it's not like they nerfed anyone.
Yeah. That is pretty true. So maybe this will get a Batman kind of shrug gif. I don't know. Okay. Now here's... Maybe this is another maybe one. Don't revisit parents' deaths. So they don't explicitly revisit the deaths of Martha and Thomas Wayne. Of course it gets brought up. So,
I think this one gets a pass. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it didn't show them out in the alleyway getting shot. Like, it just does it through, like, a newsreel, and then, like, they talk about it, and that's all you really need, you know?
Yeah.
This movie, that's the thing I do like about this one, is that it doesn't really waste your time explaining who Captain Gordon is and why he's friends with Batman and stuff. They just expect you to know all this stuff already because there's already been so many Batman movies.
Isn't he a lieutenant in this one?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's a lieutenant in this one. But yeah. So yeah, I guess thumbs up. Not doing too bad. And then, okay, this is a big oof, and we knew this from the start. I don't know why we even included this as a point. Don't inaccurately portray characters. And guess what the big oof is on this one? The Riddler. It's holy shit. I didn't realize they were gonna gimp him up. Like, it was really hard to tell in that trailer, because like I said, of how damn dark it was in that friggin' first trailer. But Gimp Riddler is not something I ever thought I would want or need. Well, I certainly don't want it, and I certainly don't need it. And I don't either. Yeah. Keep away. Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I thought it does work in this movie. This movie isn't worse because of it. And, spoiler alert, the Riddler in this, he's not trying to outsmart Batman. He thinks he's working with Batman or something like that. He's just a crazy guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The thing is with, like, the gimp suit and stuff, I don't know. I feel like you could have just given him the top hat. Well, not the top hat, like a bowler hat and stuff, and it still probably would have worked.
Yeah.
And maybe not the parts where he's sneaking around and killing people, but, like, for all of the, what's it called? Like, Twitch streams and stuff like that.
Or like, no, it was like TikTok.
It would be on TikTok.
Yeah.
That website doesn't filter anything.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I think he should have been the kind of supervillain that would like manipulate and other people into killing for him, and that could have like, you know, added a whole new twist to the mystery, because, you know, he's not the actual like one doing it. But I don't know, like there were parts to his aspects to him that like do fit the bill, but at the same time, like if you look at the whole package, it's like, no, this is not the comic book Riddler. It's not the Jim Carrey Riddler. It's not the one from the animated series. Not even the one from the Arkham games, which that one kind of leaned into the like kind of like the Saw type stuff in Arkham City, but still that was more of like just trying to outwit the Batman. Not him like deliberately killing people and then like adding a mystery on top of that.
It's more Zodiac Killer than it is Riddler.
Yeah, and again, I'd say maybe Hush would have been a better choice for that, but even then I don't think Hush would be the best option. So
I feel like they could have just made up a character, but if they had just made up a character, then I'd probably complain about it. So, I don't know, double-edged sword right there.
Yeah, it was weird.
And they teased the fact that the Riddler could come back, I guess, so maybe he will come back and he'll have a bowler hat and stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, maybe we could kind of throw this in here. It's like, what did you think about the bat suit? The thing that I'm hung up on is the cowl, because it looks weird.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this costume, and it's not bad. It looks better in the movie than I expected it to. I remember seeing like the initial pictures, and I was just like, "Ooh, I don't like that at all." Yeah. But it is fine. I kind of feel like it feels a little bit too much like the Dark Knight or Batman Begins one, and not even so much because it looks like it, but I feel like it's in the same spirit where it's like a big like armory suit.
So like the Arkham games, pretty much, or Arkham Knight, I should say.
Yeah, Arkham Knight, and it looks okay. The bat symbol on it kind of sucks, but I guess those are supposed to be batarangs, which is
he doesn't even throw them. It's not even a batarang. It's just he uses it as a knife.
Yeah. That was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, no batarangs.
And, like, he had plenty of other gadgets. Like, he had the grapple hooks and stuff, so it was just weird that he didn't do the batarangs, but...
Yeah. Now, the one that I, like, okay, yeah, definite thumbs down for me is the cat suit, because, like, well, just for the, like, her headgear, it's not even, like, she doesn't really have the ears.
It's a ski mask,
It's a ski mask that kind of has, like, tips pulled out on the sides of the head.
Everything else about Catwoman in this movie was, like, perfect. It was, like... Her look was super accurate to, like, year one and stuff, but just didn't have... Like, it wouldn't have been hard just to give her just, like, some type of mask with little cat ears on it, would it? I mean...
Yeah.
Like, I kept expecting that at some point in the movie she would show up with some type of cat mask, but she doesn't.
Yeah. It might be slightly better than the one in The Dark Knight Returns, or The Dark Knight Rises, I mean.
Yeah.
Where the ears were just like that, like, those glasses or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
I think this is probably the best Catwoman. Maybe not design wise, but just like in the universe wise.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. And then kind of a bonus one, and this is more of like a hope for the trilogy, was to include Robin, or introduce Robin. And just from the get-go, and knowing that this was going to be a movie that was focused on year 2, we knew Robin wasn't going to appear, but we're hoping he does in the future.
Do you think he could be the mayor's son? Do you think they might make him Robin?
I was just thinking about that. Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if he was, I feel like he'd be like a new Robin. Like, it wouldn't be like, what's your name, little boy? Oh, my name's Dick Grayson, but my dad's last name is whatever it was in that movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Obviously, I would like to see Robin. It's too early to tell. I know there was some fan speculation on the internet that the black kid who's trying to join the weird gang might be Robin. I have no idea where this theory came from, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Carrie Kelly's gonna be black in that new CW show. You could have a black Robin in the movies. Except Robin wasn't a ginger, so it might not be likely. Replace him with a black. Or make him black. Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I had something else I wanted to add at the end here. Ooh. Let me think about that for a second.
Alright, let me distract you. What was up with Batman's, like, gauntlets on his suit? Like, it looked like it was full of, like, huge, like, pieces of ammo, or, like, I don't know, I kept expecting him to, like, shoot a rocket out of it or something.
Yeah, it's like they were like...
It looked cool, but it looked like something the Doomslayer would have.
Yeah, they're like metal, like, bars.
Yeah.
Like, or, like, really, like, the metal dowels, I would call them, because they're not, like, bars, they're, like, cylindrical. On his, like...
Wrist, yeah.
Yeah, his gauntlets. I forget the technical term for those, like the ninja ones with the spike things on the side. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like one thing I just want to get out there that kind of annoyed me the whole time during this movie. No one pronounces Falcone right.
Yeah.
They just say Falcone.
Oh, the Falcone.
Yeah.
Penguins can fly. Or no, penguins have wings.
Penguins have wings. Yeah, there are some lines that Jim Gordon got in this film that I just wanted to like freaking laugh out loud at. It's like someone should have read this out loud before they put it in the script. They tell you to do that in writing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, that's more for like voice, but like yeah, like still some stuff you should just reread or maybe say out loud.
Yeah.
Penguins have wings, James. Oh, I mean the Batman. Dang. Yeah, he did a pretty good job in this.
Yeah, no, he was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I was skeptical or not. It was just like different.
Yeah, no, I expected you to do good.
Yeah, because like I don't think there's been a single consistent like piece of Batman media where Jim Gordon has been played by the same person. So I don't know who the same like the like the standard is like
yeah.
who did it best. I mean, I guess the Dark Knight trilogy had Gary Oldman in all of them, but
we've been blessed. We've had some really good Commissioner Gordons. Like the Gary Oldman one's really good. I really like the J.K. Simmons one, even if he is only in Justice League for like 5 minutes. And then this is a good one as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess to conclude this, what storylines or stuff would you like to see this iteration of Batman go up against in the future movies?
That is a very good question. They're definitely going to pull the Joker in. I don't know if it's going to be the same guy that was credited in the like the end credits, but I just wish they would kind of wait for that.
Like if you're doing a trilogy, it might be a good idea to build up to the Joker for the last and final one. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's
again, it feels very similar to the Dark Knight trilogy where the Joker was the villain in the second one. So like,
yeah, okay, maybe that would be a good like thing to say. It's like don't try to, just throw that. Like, maybe try to push the Joker back a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe this next one needs like a less grounded like villain, just to kind of like raise the stakes a bit. I mean, it would be weird if it's going with the trend that we want, where the Joker would be in the third one, who is the Joker's more of a grounded villain, but at the same time, I don't know. Like with the third one, I think they would want to introduce more than just one villain.
Yeah, I mean there was like 3-4 villains in this one.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
If you don't count like corrupt people and the underlings. Yeah. So yeah, maybe try something like just throw a curveball for the next one. Yeah,
do like Mr. Freeze or something like that. I think that'd be cool. I mean, I think you could do Mr. Freeze because like again, like he has a freeze gun, which isn't that's not that like too far of a sci-fi idea. Like
yeah. Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy might be easy to do. That would be, I don't know. Maybe we don't want to remind people of Batman and Robin too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Or...
I mean, if you're going to do grounded, like, if you're not going to do anything, like, sci-fi-ish, I mean, the obvious ones to go to would be, like, Two-Face, because he doesn't have any powers, and then you could do Hush, because I don't think he has any powers.
Yeah, like, I would go for, like, maybe Hush, or, like, Black Mask, or maybe even the Ventriloquist, just, like, someone that's, like, maybe a bit more obscure.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be cool to get... Yeah, it'd be really cool if they did Black Mask.
Yeah. Even though, he was in... Wasn't he in Birds of Prey?
Oh, I think
it was Roman Sionis. I don't know if he ever wore the black mask in that, because I don't want to see that film. But, not Bert.
I think it was Birds of Prey.
Yeah, it originally had that really dumbass long name.
Yeah.
And then they had to change it because I think people just saw that it's like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because people actually saw the DC logo and then said nope.
Yeah. My gosh. But, so yeah, maybe throw a curveball for the second film. Maybe a less grounded villain, maybe a more obscure villain. Don't pull the whole Joker switcheroony. That should be just like a trend for the entire trilogy. Like, be very definite about, like, this film is going to have Joker as a villain. Don't do an Arkham Origins.
And maybe not just for, like, this series of films, but for all of the Batman movies and video games and stuff. Just don't...
That's asking too much.
Yeah, that is asking too much.
Just for this trilogy.
Yeah.
If it stays that way as a trilogy. Maybe another mild one. Maybe keep the same director and, writers.
Yeah.
Just so that it has a definite sense of direction. Like, this one doesn't really, like, tease what the next film's going to be that much. So it's very self-contained. I mean, it does have that little tease of the Joker at the end, but it doesn't really say... where that's going to go, and then, the tease with Riddler possibly returning. Again, doing what? We don't know. But, yeah, just keep the same, like, creative team and, director and direction team. And I think this will probably be a very solid trilogy.
Yep. It's been a long time since we had a solid trilogy of Batman films. It's about bloody time we get another one.
Yeah. All right. So, that is pretty much all I had to say.
So overall, do you give The Batman a thumbs up GIF or a different GIF?
I give that one meme pic of Batman slapping Robin.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. No, I do give this a thumbs up. I think it followed or met our wishes pretty well. There were some that were kind of up in the air, and then the definite no with the inaccurately portraying characters one, but
this is good. I like this.
Yeah.
Keep doing this. It's been a long time since I've seen a superhero movie like this in theaters, and I was like, sweet, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I think the last one was like Avengers Endgame, I think. Oh, I guess Spider-Man. I liked Spider-Man.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be willing to watch this one again over Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. So this has been a review.
It's a very Batman podcast video of us talking, and it's a review. And I'm not drunk. I'm just stuttering.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. I got up very early this morning.
Yeah. I tried to get up early, but I didn't. Because no job. Well, no job on the weekends.
So you have a job.
Yeah, I do. I just didn't have to get up early today. And my mind was telling me, you don't have to get up early today, so don't, you idiot. But I wish I would have. I would have gotten more done today. Oh well. So, leave a like if you've seen this movie. Tell us what you liked about it, how you felt about it.
Tell us what you hate about this movie. I wonder what you hate. That'd be funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like, there were stuff we didn't like about it. Just be honest. Don't say, "Oh, this is a masterpiece," because I wouldn't call it a masterpiece. Don't be hyperbolic.
Yeah.
But say, "Oh, this is a piece of shit." So I don't know. Just be honest.
Yep.
Maybe give some wishes you would have for the future of this film.
Oh, hang on. There's a bit I forgot to do. Okay.
Oh no!
All right. I want to make sure you guys have the same experience listening to this podcast that we had watching the Batman.
Oh
movie.
no!
And this is what it was like watching Batman. There was some kid who's sitting next to me. First of all, when you go to the movie theater and it's like half empty, don't sit next to someone. If my coat hadn't been next to me, he probably would have sat like right next to me. Some stranger. I've never met this kid, and he was eating like chips or something. And the whole time it wasn't the whole time. It was only during the like quiet and intense scenes, and it would just be like this the whole time. And there was even one part where Batman was like rumbling, like he was like digging through some bags, and he was digging through his bag in real life. And that was the only time I wasn't mad at him because it matched up with the audio in the movie. Yeah. But besides that, I'm becoming an old man. I'm sick and tired of all these young generation kids eating chips during the movie when I'm trying to watch the movie.
Yeah, that was really weird. That guy like just looks right at you and then sits down one seat from you. It's like the rule in the bathroom when you're using a urinal. Don't go right next to somebody.
Look, I get that
when there's like open urinals further off to the side.
I get that World War III is starting probably, but the pandemic is still sort of happening, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, don't block the ends of the aisles either. Holy crap. Because I had to pee twice during this long-ass film, and the people on the ends were just kind of, like, sitting with their feet, like, completely blocking the aisles. So, like, the second time I just, like, jumped to the aisle in front of me and kind of went through. And it's like...
maybe one of these days we'll do a whole podcast on movie theater etiquette and all of the horror stories we've had at the movie theater.
Yeah.
But until that, that's it. This is the end of the podcast. I'm Robbie. I'm signing off.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.